All right, welcome back to EPD family. It is me, Big Papa D, and we're back for another one. Sorry it's been a while, I've been sick, but I'm back at it now. Today we had none other than JID with the song Community. This is featuring Clipse. On the song we also have Pusha T and Malice. In my time off, I've been scrolling through the thumbnails of my fellow reactors, and I had a couple people say this is the song of the year. So I was like, oh, it's the song of the year. I got to do it. So without any further ado, we have JID featuring Clipse with Pusha T and Malice with Community. Let me get the lyrics up here. Alright, here we go.
The rain couldn't understand it. The pain made them understand shit. The sun tried to understand. The gun made me understand. The wind tried whispering the warning. The land shaking plus the rhythm is enormous. All the forces like a portal to a vortex. Connected to the stars, just projecting where we part at. Pull up where you park at. Aim a little dark, look. Where your bark at.
The rain couldn't understand it. Pain made me understand shit. Well, that's pretty obvious there. Sun tried to understand. The gun made me understand. The rain to me is obviously cleansing. Something that isn't around all the time, like a visitor. So maybe the rain is like outsiders trying to do good in the community, but they don't really understand the actual struggle he's trying to say. Rain tried to whisper warning. I mean, that kind of fits up. I don't know, it's metaphorical.
This is like a portal to a vortex. Connected to the stars, just projecting where we part at. Pull up where you park at. Aim a little dark, look. Where your bark at. It'd be a shame if you stayed in them apartments. 12 barely came to them apartments. Catch a play and then parlay in them apartments.
12 cops never come to the projects. They just let that stuff happen.
Your bark at. It'd be a shame if you stayed in them apartments. 12 barely came to them apartments. Catch a play and then parlay in them apartments. I swear it's like a party every day in them apartments. You was raised in them apartments, dang. Jump a shot or join a gang in them apartments. My mama say we gotta get away from them apartments. It's graves in them apartments, and they ain't got to end this way, cause we ain't started shit.
I don't give a fuck about no industry beef. Ain't nobody give a fuck when Tay was dead in the street. I don't do the shit you see on the screens. I've been tapped in with true things. I peep your rap cap and I unscrew things.
I usually let things roll and then run it back, but this is a lot, so I'm just gonna. Yeah, I mean, obviously, you know, if you live in the projects, and I've lived in projects in my life, you want to get out. you definitely want to get out, because if not, you're gonna get caught up in just. I mean, whatever you're surrounded with is real easy to get caught up in what's going on. Yeah, he was talking about his. Let me see here. Obviously, he's dealing with real life. He don't care about what's going on in the industry. He mentioned before that his buddy, I think Tay, got shot in front of him. Yeah, there's that.
Ain't nobody give a fuck when Tay was dead in the street. I don't do the shit you see on the screens. I've been tapped in with true things. I peep your rap cap and I unscrew things. I don't give a fuck about them niggas.
Yeah, I mean, you might be your cap. What you're rapping about is all bullcrap. You haven't lived that life. You're not about that. He deals with reality, things that he's actually been through, and things that he sees right in front of his face.
Dead in the street. I don't do the shit you see on the screens. I've been tapped in with true things. I peep your rap cap and I unscrew things. I don't give a fuck about them niggas at the top. The biggest nigga on the block still get shot. Pop, you thinking pop? I'm thinking, can't talk about that shit from
You gotta chill
you
out.
seen Fox. Lisa and Al-Gaib, I see a tiny line of silver. A way to make a play, although they say it's unfamiliar. It's off the kilter. I say the words without a filter. You gotta have nerve, it'll make you strong if it don't kill you. I'll put a bullet in Bob the fucking builder before they try and kick us out the building.
What did Bob do? Is he referring to, like, gentrification? Like, people coming into the hood and rebuilding everything and then selling it for crazy amounts? I see that all over Pittsburgh. It happens in every city. It's like, one section's this, and then rich people decide, oh, I want to live there now. And then they push the poor population further away. And then it goes out and out, and then now no one wants to live downtown, and poor people come back to downtown. I've seen that, like, my whole life. That might be what he's referring to.
I say the words without a filter. You gotta have nerve, it'll make you strong if it don't kill you. I'll put a bullet in Bob the fucking builder before they try and kick us out the building. What about the children?
Yeah, okay,
when I
that's
check
what he's
a
talking
news
about.
channel, I get a similar feeling, but still, we gon' make it to heaven, high water or hell, but don't take the highways. 285 behind the damn wheel, it's like a driveway. Giving out like a give Christ, and I do it twice. Shot Gilchrist, heard thunder hit with lightning, and still I didn't feel shit. Talk about resilience, off of Stone Mount locked on you.
Shot Gilchrist? What's the dude who plays for the Oklahoma City Thunder? That's not his name, though, is it? I don't know. I don't follow the NBA as much as I used to.
Giving out like a give Christ, and I do it twice. Shot Gilchrist, heard thunder hit with lightning, and still I didn't feel shit. Talk about resilience, off of Stone Mount locked on you, where I honed into my brilliance. It was after
Stone Mountains in Georgia. It was a monument to Civil War, I believe. A lot of protests go on there, for sure.
do it twice. Shot Gilchrist, heard thunder hit with lightning, and still I didn't feel shit. Talk about resilience, off of Stone Mount locked on you, where I honed into my brilliance. It was after then I took my talents right up to Virginia. Heard they said that she for love, but shit was good, or shit was gritty.
Virginia's for lovers, baby. Yeah, and other things.
Off of Stone Mount locked on you, where I honed into my brilliance. It was after then I took my talents right up to Virginia. Heard they said that she for love, but shit was good, or shit was gritty. I could tell you what it was, but let bro tell you what I'm missing. Pay attention.
What's missing in my hood, I identified. Then I brought white to my hood. Shit, I gentrified. We had military.
When white people take over the hood and do what I was talking about earlier, fix stuff up, it's gentrification. But I think he's talking about a different. He brought white. He brought substances that might be the color white to the hood. That's funny.
But let bro tell you what I'm missing. Pay attention.
What's missing in my hood, I identified. Then I brought white to my hood. Shit, I gentrified. We had military arms, we would simplify. Point blank, let me simplify. I've been light post, corner boy, green box sitter, crack nigga. Tryna hustle up and act bigger. 6 deuce buyer, niggas really live the wire. From lookouts, then we meteor to suppliers.
The Wire was a popular show, I think, on Showtime. A very good show, if you have, or HBO. It was on one of those. Very good show. I think it was based in Baltimore, I believe. It's about the game, though.
Nigga, tryna hustle up and act bigger. 6 deuce buyer, niggas really live the wire. From lookouts, then we meteor to suppliers. Caged in, one way in, one way out. Robocops on mountain bikes, ain't pulling mace out. Just tryna get back home from getting chased out. A week ago, a boy like me don't got a face now. The apartments, the projects, the ghettos, all the same shit. Crazy how we hopscotch and double dutch danger. Between ADHD and all the pills that you gave us, how we supposed to process this anger?
That's, I mean, he's making some very, very, very good points there. Luckily, I grew up super poor, but like my dad bought a house It was a shitty house, the cheap house, and it's a house I still have to this day. But it was at least a house, so that made a big difference.
All the same shit. Crazy how we hopscotch and double dutch danger. Between ADHD and all the pills that you gave us, how we supposed to process this anger?
The rain couldn't understand it. The pain made them understand shit. The sun tried to understand. The gun made me understand. The wind tried whispering the warning. The land shaking plus the rhythm is enormous. All the forces like a portal to a vortex, connected to the stars, just projecting where we part at. Pull up where you park at, aim a little dark, where your bark at.
My ghetto's not your culture, niggas really die here. So hard to say goodbye, is the only lullaby here. Kilos turning boys to men, gotta pick a side here. Some with Jesus Shuttlesworth, some of us were Nasir's as time goes by.
Yeah, my kilos turning boys to men. Nice flow. Boys to Men, obviously, you know who they are. Everyone knows who they are. One of the most successful R&B groups of all time. Yeah, my ghetto's not your culture. In other words, you know, people talk about black culture, but like where he's at, he's living a real thing that most people don't want to talk about. No, people don't want to have discussions about what's going on in Chicago or DC. Or, you know, people just don't want to have those discussions. Yeah.
Goodbye is the only lullaby here. Kilos turning boys to men, gotta pick a side here. Some with Jesus Shuttlesworth, some of us were Nasir's as time goes by. It's an eye for an eye here. My niggas mob deep. The fittest gon' survive here. We New Jersey drive here. Chop shop ride here. This jack in the box shouldn't come as no surprise here. You niggas rent their own street cred. Gets denied here.
This jack in the box shouldn't come as a no surprise here. I mean, Jack in the Box obviously is a toy. Jack in the Box is a restaurant. But what I'm thinking he's saying is that you've been turning that handle. So you've been doing things that are going to lead to an inevitability. Then why are you surprised when the jack jumps out of the box? Why are you surprised of the result that happens from the things that you've been doing that are the only outcome is that terrible thing? That's a very, very intelligent freaking line there by Malice.
We New Jersey drive here, chop shop ride here. This jack in the box shouldn't come as no surprise here. You niggas rent their own street cred, gets denied here. Section 8 living, we treat it like a timeshare. Mother, auntie, cousin couldn't tell you who reside there, but never.
I'm not gonna say the word, but you rent to own. In other words, this game ain't permanent. At any time it can be taken away from you, which is your life or your ability even to play the game. You know, you cripple, could get whatever. But that's a nice way of saying it. Not nice way, but it's a very interesting way of saying it.
You niggas rent their own street cred, gets denied here. Section 8 living, we treat it like a timeshare. Mother, auntie, cousin couldn't tell you who reside there, but never seen a father that was government devised here. Conquer and divide here, crash and collide here.
Yep. The destruction of the American family was definitely by design.
Mother, auntie, cousin couldn't tell you who reside there, but never seen a father that was government devised here. Conquer and divide here, crash and collide here. When kings can't raise a young prince, the doves cry here. Candy lady right there, zombie land.
Prince, when doves cry. Nice double there.
Government devised here, conquer and divide here, crash and collide here. When kings can't raise a young prince, the doves cry here. Candy lady right there, zombie land right there. Them apartments be the perfect backdrop for any nightmare.
You know what? Very, very, very straightforward, and a song that's more about the message than it is about showing off chops. Last JID I did, he was running. Eminem. Very, very, very powerful song and giving you, that's what I loved about, like, I listened to rap way before gangster rap happened, but that's why I fell in love with NWA and Wu-Tang, because it was opening up a picture of something I didn't live, a life I didn't live, a life that most people didn't know what was going on. And anytime you can bring awareness to situations, then people can relate to that, and then they're more apt to champion, the cause and or at least understand you. And that's the biggest thing, is that I think the most of the divide in this country is that people don't understand where other people come from, or the other people's pains and struggles, and then you make a bunch of assumptions about people. And if you just, I've been, because I'm poor, like I said, I lived in on my own, not with my parents, but when I was coming up with my kids and whatnot. I'm poor enough to get a glimpse of that stuff. Plus, like, where I live in my town, like, I grew up around black people from day one. I didn't know any different. So there was never that, them and me. It was just us. And I probably was much older into school until I really realized that there was it's like, what are you talking about? It's my buddy, But, yeah, but most people don't understand other communities and other cultures. And songs like this, songs like NWA, songs from Wu-Tang, songs from that era, that kind of music gets all kinds of crap from, like, the mainstream people, but it was really big in opening the eyes of most Americans who don't know about what's going on. It's just, like I said, very good, very well written, from both, from all, JID, from Pusha T, and, I'm sorry, guys, and Malice. Malice had some really good lines, very thought-provoking lines. That was excellent. That was very, very good. I can see why everyone was hyping it. All right, as always, the artist stuff will be in the description. Make sure you hop on over. You like, subscribe to JID, Clipse, Pusha T, and Malice's channel. I'll have links to all their stuff in the description. My stuff will be there too. Super thanks is available on most videos. We've been, ever since I got monetized on this channel, my views went from like 1,000 a video down to like 20 a video. So if you see this video, please share this in the rap community, because I know people we're enjoying the hell out of my videos. So there's no way, the day I got monetized, it just went, whew, and they just don't show my videos to anyone. I look at the impressions, they don't send them out. So if you can send this out for me, get word of mouth, tell people about it, I greatly appreciate it. I appreciate you. You will see me again. Peace and love.